Rajaratnam. 11 years in prison. $63.8 million in illegal profits. And the FBI wiretap that brought him down. He bought Goldman Sachs stock 23 seconds after receiving a tip from a Goldman board member. 23 seconds. Standard IIA is why. And if you can't spot the violation before the exam trap closes, you will get it wrong. The exam tests exactly one thing here. Do you know when Mosaic Theory protects you and when it destroys you? Standard 2A states, members and candidates must not act, or cause others to act, on material non-public information that could affect the value of an investment. Two words determine everything: material and non-public. Material means a reasonable investor would want to know this before making a decision, or it would likely move the stock price. That is a dual test. Non-public means not broadly disseminated to investors in general. A press release makes it public. An SEC filing makes it public. An open earnings call makes it public. A private meeting with a CFO. Not public. Here is the 2x2 grid that the exam tests relentlessly. Material and public. Trade freely. A company's 10K showing a 40% revenue decline, filed with the SEC, available to all investors. You can act on it immediately. Material and non-public. This is the violation. A CFO privately tells you next quarter will be devastating before it is announced. Stop call compliance, do not trade. Non-material and public. Trade freely. The CEO's flight plan to a business meeting is technically non-material. Non-material and non-public. This is the Mosaic Theory zone. Stored traffic counts, employee headcounts, satellite parking lot data. This is where analysts legally build their edge. Mosaic Theory. This is the concept that most candidates think they understand and get wrong on exam day. The theory holds that a financial analyst may use material public information combined with non-material, non-public information to reach an investment conclusion, even if that conclusion itself would be considered material. Think of it like building a picture from tiles. 99 white tiles are public information. Some gray tiles are non-material, non-public observations, store visits, channel checks, satellite data. The mosaic is completely legal. Now place one black tile, a single piece of material non-public information, anywhere in that mosaic. The entire mosaic is contaminated. One black tile equals a violation. Period. 3 scenarios. 1 question. Which one is protected by Mosaic Theory? Scenario 1. Maria Lopez visits 50 retail stores, counts foot traffic, notes inventory levels, all from public spaces. She combines this with annual reports and SEC filings. Her conclusion: below consensus earnings. She issues a sell recommendation. Protected. Every non-public observation is non-material in isolation. Scenario 2. Sandra Chu meets the CFO of Biomed. The CFO says Phase 3 trial results will be very disappointing. Chu then conducts public FDA research before recommending client sell. Violation. The CFO's comment is material non-public. No amount of public supplementation cures it. Scenario 3. An analyst overhears executives discussing a pending merger at a restaurant. He buys shares the next morning. Violation. A restaurant is a public place, but the conversation was not broadly disseminated. Location does not equal broad dissemination. Tipping. The most misunderstood element of Standard 2A. The standard says, act or cause others to act on material non-public information. That or is everything. Rachel Kim receives a tip that Investbank is advising on a takeover of Nanocorp at $45 a share, a 40% premium. Kim does not trade. She passes the information to two clients who purchase Nanocorp shares. Kim has violated Standard 2A. She caused others to act on material non-public information. The tipper is equally liable, even when they never touch the stock. And the tippee, the client who knowingly trades on received MNI, also violates the standard. The exam tests this with a chain. Analyst receives MNI. Tips manager. Manager trades. Who violated? Both. Exam question 1. Sandra Chu, CFA, is an equity analyst. She meets the CFO of Biomed during a scheduled analyst meeting. The CFO mentions that Phase 3 trial results will be very disappointing, and the company will likely need to restate its drug approval timeline. Chu does not trade. She conducts further research using public FDA databases before recommending clients sell Biomed stock. Which of the following best describes Chu's actions? The answer is B. Chu violated Standard 2A because the CFO's comment was material non-public information that caused her recommendation. The exam trap: candidates see public FDA data and invoke Mosaic Theory. But Mosaic Theory requires every non-public piece to be non-material. The CFO's comment about very disappointing results is material. One black tile. Entire mosaic contaminated. Exam question 2. Maria Lopez, CFA, reviews RetailCo annual reports, press releases, and SEC filings. She also visits 50 RetailCo stores, counting customer traffic and noting inventory levels. Based on this combined analysis, she concludes RetailCo will report below consensus earnings. She issues a sell recommendation before earnings are announced. The earnings report confirms her analysis. Has Lopez violated Standard 2A? The answer is C. No violation. This is the textbook Mosaic Theory example. Annual reports and SEC filings are public. Store traffic counts are non-public, but non-material in isolation. No single store's inventory count is material. The conclusion of analysis can be material, even when each input tile is non-material. The process determines legality, not the outcome. Exam question 3. Rachel Kim, CFA, receives a call from her brother-in-law who works in M&A at Investbank. He tells her Investbank is advising on a pending takeover of Nanocorp at $45 per share, a 40% premium. Kim does not trade, but immediately passes the information to two clients who purchase Nanocorp shares. Kim has. The answer is B. Kim violated Standard 2A by causing others to act on material non-public information, tipping. The exam trap: I didn't trade so I'm fine. Wrong. Standard 2A explicitly covers cause others to act. Whether the source was a personal or professional contact is irrelevant. The test is always material, non-public. Did you or someone you passed it to act? Tipping equals violation, full stop. Exam question 4, the rumor trap. A merger rumor circulates widely on financial Twitter. No official announcement. Elena Vasquez, CFA, researches the rumor, finds it credible based on public strategic logic and valuation analysis, and purchases TargetCo shares. Which statement best describes Vasquez's situation? The answer is B. No violation. A widely circulated rumor on a public platform is public information. It has been broadly disseminated. Here is the misconception the exam exploits. Candidates confuse unconfirmed with non-public. Non-public means not broadly disseminated. Unconfirmed does not mean non-public. The violation would only occur if Vasquez received a private tip that started the rumor. Trading on a rumor already circulating on Bloomberg and Twitter. Completely fine. Standard 2A versus Standard 2B. The exam regularly tests whether you can separate these two violations. Standard 2A is about information advantage. You have information the market doesn't have, and you trade on it. Standard 2B is about price and volume distortion. You use trades, not information, to mislead other market participants. Pump and dump. Buy a stock, spread false positive information, sell into the rise. That is 2B, transaction-based manipulation. Wash trading. Simultaneously buy and sell the same security through affiliated accounts to create false volume. Disclosure does not cure it. 2B violations cannot be consented away. The exam trap. Candidates see wrongdoing and default to 2A. Ask yourself, is the wrongdoing about information or about distorting prices and volume? When you receive what appears to be material, non-public information, the CFA standards require a specific protocol. Step 1. Stop. Do not trade. Do not recommend. The moment you suspect the information may be material non-public, you are required to halt all action immediately. Step 2. Consult compliance. This is a firm requirement, not merely best practice. Contact your firm's compliance department and do not proceed until legality is established. Step 3. Do not pass it to others. Disclosing MNI to clients, even with good intent, constitutes tipping and is itself a violation. Step 4. If confirmed MNI, consider placing the security on a restricted list. Establish information barriers. Physically separate departments with potential access. One rule to remember. When MNI arrives, stop, then call compliance. Screenshot this. The Standard 2 complete cheat sheet. 8 rules. 45 seconds to lock them in. 1. Material means a reasonable investor would want to know it, or it would move the price. Dual test. 2. Non-public means not broadly disseminated. Public place does not equal public information. 3. Mosaic Theory protects you only when every non-public tile is non-material. One material tile destroys everything. 4. Tipping is equally prohibited as personal trading. No trade personally is not a defense. 5. Open earnings calls are public from the moment they are spoken. You do not need to wait for the transcript. 6. Widely circulated rumors are public. Unconfirmed does not mean non-public. 7. MNI protocol, stop, call compliance, do not pass to clients. 8. 2A is information-based. 2B is price and volume distortion. Know which trap you are in before you answer. Screenshot this. The Standard 2 complete cheat sheet. 8 rules. 45 seconds to lock them in. 1. Material means a reasonable investor would want to know it, or it would move the price. Dual test. 2. Non-public means not broadly disseminated. Public place does not equal public information. 3. Mosaic Theory protects you only when every non-public tile is non-material. One material tile destroys everything. 4. Tipping is equally prohibited as personal trading. No trade personally is not a defense. 5. Open earnings calls are public from the moment they are spoken. You do not need to wait for the transcript. 6. Widely circulated rumors are public. Unconfirmed does not mean non-public. 7. MNI protocol, stop call compliance do not pass to clients. 8. 2A is information-based. 2B is price and volume distortion. Know which trap you are in before you answer. The exam tests standard 2 in approximately 15% of ethics questions. That is roughly 4 questions on exam day. Strategy 1. Every standard 2A question comes down to 2 words, material and non-public. Ask them in sequence. Is it material? If no, Mosaic Theory may protect you. If yes, is it non-public? If yes to both, stop. You have a violation regardless of anything else in the scenario. Strategy 2. Eliminate any answer that says personal non-trading cures the violation. Did not trade is the most common wrong answer on tipping questions. Strategy 3. When the question mentions pump and dump, wash sales, painting the tape, or false volume, go directly to standard 2B. Do not waste time analyzing 2A. These are always 2B. Strategy 4. Time budget, standard 2 questions are medium difficulty. Spend no more than 90 seconds. If you are unsure between 2A and 2B, ask. Information advantage or price distortion. If this was on your exam tomorrow, you'd get it right.